There are references in OM about the repeated corruption of the teachings over the millennia and the role of the prophets who have come time and time again to correct this situation. The truth of the truthful knowledge was taught to the earthly humankind since ancient times and already given to Adam. The human races and peoples of earth were provided prophets from ancient days, and for this reason were sent to earth Enoch, and Elijah, Isaiah, Jesiah, Jeremiah, Chmabel and Mohammed in direct succession and with ensuing rebirth, next to Johannes and Elias and Hiob and all hosts of other upstanding and righteous ones, as they also were Buddha, Zoroaster and Babaji and others. They were all selected and led and sent partly through the Ashwish and partly through themselves and in knowledge and ability as prophets or spirit leaders to the humankind and peoples of the earth. Yet all were slandered and persecuted, and their teachings and their words of truth were falsified in lack of understanding or hate, and so wrongly leading and false religions and sects have come into being. OM was written down by Billy Meier between 10th May 1983 and 9th October 1984. Published in 1988, OM is described as the Book of Books and as Billy's greatest work. Its over 455 A4 pages comprise 77 canons. Each canon contains a number of verses being a multiple of 7. The parts of OM which, we are told, were in the *OM written down by Enoch, were delivered by Player and leader, Ishwishpatha, by telepathic means. Patha has been among those who have also visited Billy Meier in person many times and verbally relayed information that way too, the results of which can be read in the volumes of published contact notes. Ancient proverbs of wisdom, some rhyming, were reproduced through Billy's own efforts, and, apart from sections which are the words of Semyes, the daughter of the Ashwish, all remaining teachings, proverbs, explanations and clarifications come from Billy, who is the New Age prophet. The OM introduction explains that OM is often presented in Old German, as it was in the earliest times, as well as other languages. Some words that may appear to be errors are not, but are actually long-forgotten ancient versions of words. It is important to be aware of the advice from Meier and his associates that the German language more faithfully relays the meaning of the teachings than does English or other earth languages. Many German words do not have counterparts in other languages. The German language stems from the Old Lyrian language, which was once spoken on earth, and so the German more accurately preserves the meaning and should also be displayed alongside any translation for this reason, among others. The following excerpt from the English language FIGU publication, 49 questions, explains the word OM. OMAUM in Sanskrit is an ancient word derived from the Old Lyrian language, which was long since lost on earth. The actual meaning of the acronym OM is disclosed when the full significance of both letters are revealed by an explanation of the two words whose first letters are the O and the M Falan Murado. When abridged as O and M, these two words Falan Murado possess the identical, indeed, and even greater tonal harmony significance that when the two are fully pronounced as Falan Murado. For this reason, the abbreviation was used and became the traditional form. The ancient Lyrians referred to their writings about the truth, the Bokof truth, also as the OM, Falan Murado, life's navel or the navel Oflife. The text, entitled incorporates all creational teachings, that is to say, the book holds all teachings of wisdom and life as a written record. To me, one of the most remarkable features of OM is its central core, Canon 32, in which the New Age prophet delivers over 2,500 proverbs of wisdom. As mentioned in its introduction, the vast number of proverbs of wisdom contained in OM have been produced in their original and correct form through Billy's own efforts. It says that these proverbs were known in Lyrian as the Solomonish Weisheit, the wisdom proverbs of peace, and were drawn from directly by King Solomon, who was wrongly given credit for them, and who, to a large extent, greatly falsified them. Through the falling and accumulation of individual water drops, the jug fills slowly. The same law applies for the learning of the truth and wisdom and the knowledge. The unrighteous person torments and kills his fellow men through punishment, but the wise person is mild and forbearing, and therefore patient, however always admonishing to the fallible and guilty, therefore he is the stricter. If there are no mighty ones, rather only spirit leaders among the people, then the human of the earth lives inwardly and outwardly in true paradise. If there are no spirit leaders who lead the people, then the people would be thrown to and fro like a ship in a great storm of the ocean, and the mighty would have complete power over them. On either side of these thousands of proverbs of wisdom are sections which contain the retransmission of words written down by the prophet Enoch, including grave prophecies concerning our present times, visions, the story of how thousands of years ago the sons and daughters of heaven *, celestial sons and daughters, mixed with the earth people, and many more proverbs of wisdom. Some of Enoch's writings, in twisted form, still exist in the form of the book known as the Book of Enoch. Billy Meyer says the Book of Enoch was the oldest and most important book in the Bible, which was removed and condemned as being heretical by the Holy See in Rome. The human far travelers from the depths of the universe. The beginning of the canon in which Enoch's words are introduced starts with the following words. This is the book of the words of truth that is revealed to you as the teachings of wisdom, and therefore as the recollection and the direction for your life, so that you have no fear in your breast if you are the righteous one. Yet on that, let yourself be warned, and ye change to the righteous, if you are an unrighteous one. And the story is written much in texts and books of the earth human, yet many things are falsified, so the truth is very lacking. But it is the blessing words of Enoch written down another time, so that the human of the earth is instructed in recollection, so that the human of the earth can sense the truth and change. In stark contrast to most, if not all, of the twisted remnants of these teachings with which we have become familiar, are astonishingly beautiful sections which focus on nature, and how we can learn from observing it, because it expresses the laws and directives of creation and the creational spirit which is also within us. The spiritual human sees in the creational creation not only the pleasant and useful, the great and the beautiful. No, because he finds, in the eternal and wonderful play of nature, a self-manifestation of creation for his fragment of creational spirit in himself. Spiritual teachings of the Ishwish's daughter Semyez are included in O.M. Semyez has played a key role in the recent mission on Earth, first appearing before Billy Meyer from her beam ship in a forest clearing in Switzerland in 1975. She has been described as having the rank of a half JSCHRJSCH, a half queen of wisdom, and would have been known in ancient times Greek mythology as a demigoddess of wisdom. The real spiritually striving one is a noble artist,